They have a count now, umpire count. And you've
Well,
got one
yeah,
too, man.
and the thing is, well, in that situation it could be no worries, but the thing is, Jason's right, the umpires are in control of the game, and we all know the old...
Interesting on centre, Christian Shaw not starting in the middle. I would have thought your best ball getter, you'd put him in there.
I'd say so, but anyway, 5-2-32 East Geelong, Bannockburn 3-6-24. Start of the third term here at Victoria Park. Hagger Bowles and Bolton both get a hand to it. Rove by Sheedy, ripped off the football. And needs some support, Aaron Broom over the top of it as well. And still in the centre of the ground, pack develops, Sheedy back in there to fight hard for it. Can't take it out, we'll have a ball up in the middle.
That might just tell a story of that rub down we saw before the start of the game with Christian Shaw. They might be keeping him out a bit, I don't know.
Bolton gets it down towards Mawson. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. Sheedy puts the tackle on him and then pushes him in the back, but the umpire says, I'll have it. So he'll do it for a third time in less than a minute.
Start been rather ferocious, Grubby, the first couple of minutes.
Well, I walked past East Geelong's rooms on the way back to the box. He was giving him an awful...
Yeah, Lincoln Peters was giving them a bit as they were going in too.
Chalice in the middle of the contest. Sheedy finally gets it away, and Eddie looks to be playing further up the ground at centre half forward. He takes the mark. He drives it long with the right foot towards full forward. Coming out, good mark. And I think is that Taylor?
I think it might be.
So, no, it's Woods. So Woods will shoot for goal from 40 metres out. Slight angle, and we're going to have a very, very good look at this because he's right in front of us as he heads towards the southern end goals at Victoria Park. And this to make the difference 2 points. He comes in and he floats it. It was on target for a long way, but then just veered at the end and through for one behind. So 3-7-25 Bannockburn, 5-2-32 East Geelong. De Granny Cycle and Sport third quarter scoreboard, a minute and a half played.
So ball comes in quickly. Bannockburn win it again, back towards the forward pocket. Ricky O'Toole, long way from the middle, has taken the defensive mark for the East Geelong side. Chips the ball back to the middle. The lead come from Closter. Attacked the footy hard, didn't take the mark, however. And it's back at centre half forward for Bannockburn with Roman trying to get hold of the footy. He can't. Ricky O'Toole, I reckon, might have run into the fence. Certainly pushed into the fence.
Yep. The umpire put his hand up the wrong way. I thought he was going to give it against him.
That's worrying me too. So Ricky O'Toole back towards centre wing. Closter up and down before acceptances. Mark taken back to the pack to Bannockburn. Go to the middle looking for Watts. Dropped the mark. Perhaps he should have taken. Ball chipped forward. Eddie, lovely handball. Goes back to Watts. He goes goalwards with the kick in the last line of defence. That was, and he's done a great job there, Lachlan, that he's probably played so well for so long. The ball in the ruck there. Eddie doing the ruck work, doesn't get the ball down. Bannockburn desperately trying to get him up. Robertson ran a long way. Handball back to the defensive goal square to Ricky O'Toole. He goes long with a big torpedo out to centre wing. Ball bounce, eludes players. Oh, attacking the football there. That was Taylor as it goes towards the full forward.
Oh, beautiful mark.
Can't see who that was. Gee, took the mark.
Very, very well.
So Broman it is. Moves in. Attacks the footy. As soon as it left the boot, he knew where that was going, and shades of Barry O'Toole.
I think that's a good positive move. Bolton gets it down. The back of the pack, Sheedy's giving him something as well. Right foot kick towards full forward. Coming out, Lachlan again. Kick off the ground. Tyquin to run in. 40 metres out. Right foot kick. Goal.
Did that beautifully.
Matt Tyquin kicks his first 2 in 25 seconds for Bannockburn.
Can do it. Why can't he? Just give Murphy a run on the ball like Thompson do with Forbes and McLeod. Get him into the play. He's been down a bit. Someone's run in the square.
So in the middle, the free kick is going to Bannockburn.
It's supposed to be taken by the ruckman, isn't it?
I agree. But Ricky O'Toole has gone forward. In front is Dylan. Takes the mark ahead of Murphy on that occasion. It's been a great battle all day.
Well, Dylan's finally winning that one, I think.
At the moment, mainly because the ball's coming to him rather than Murphy leading to it. The kick defensively perhaps wide to the wing, picked up there by Broman. He's having a bit of an influence in this quarter. Ball contested on centre wing. Run along the ground for East Geelong now. They get a pick up. It's starting to rain a bit heavier as Murphy and Dylan go for the mark at on the defensive half of the ground as the ball kicked forward for East Geelong. at ground level. Ricky O'Toole picks it
Oh,
up.
he's got a
tackle
free kick
high on
there.
that occasion. And Ricky O'Toole probably helped it a little because he was bending to pick the footy up. Made sure the umpire saw that. On the man the mark's on the 50-metre arc. Be a long kick from there. Kicks it toward the head of the square. Cameron and Chamberlain for Bannockburn. Just realised there's one for each side, and Bannockburn Chamberlain, good defensive punch out of bounds adjacent to the behind post.
He's a Werribee boy, that one, mate.
Right, 7 minutes gone, second quarter, 5-2 East. Scoreless in this quarter, 5-7 Bannockburn.
From the ruck contest, Van Ingen got it around the corner for Bannockburn. The kick out of defensive half-back by Ho was out of bounds on the full.
Who's going to get that in the puddle?
Well, nearly landed in someone's shed. It bounced off someone's shed over the fence.
So,
Football, Crow.
so free kick to East Geelong. So the Eagles have got it on centre wing on the outer side. And Vetter goes long to half forward. Dylan goes up and does his own roving work too when it came to the ground. Tyquin got a kick towards the middle. Coming up, Eddie. In fact, Woods can't take the mark. Broom needs some support. Kick off the ground by Peters was okay. Coming back across. Oh, bit of water too on the top there of the ground in the middle. Shaw comes across. Pack develops.
I think it's coming off the ball.
Attacking side of centre half forward. Matt Watts gets a clear tumbling punt towards full forward. Coming out Lachlan again. Getting back there Ververs. And did pretty well to get back at. I think it's Broman again. They might have the footy, or is it Fatula? It's Fatula. He goes towards the point of the centre, point of the square. Woods goes up off hands. Lachlan leaves it behind. Tyquin puts his head over the footy. Gives it back by hand to standing start. That's Broman, and he's just missed. It's pretty close through for one.
You'd think that Eastern need to close it up, Grubby, because the momentum's with Bannockburn at the moment.
If only they could score a bit more heavily, they'd really put them under some pressure, wouldn't they?
So Robertson, the long kick, has got the ball back to the middle. Handball came out to Chamberlain for East Geelong. He goes long towards half forward. It was that one-handed Headley. I reckon going to be a ball out of bounds. Just forward of centre wing for the East Geelong side, and that's a surprise.
Is that the first time he's been on, Brad Coy?
First time on the ground and into the third quarter. As the ball goes back towards the middle of the ground, Chamberlain, tackle high after missing the mark. Ends up in the arms of Eddie, goes towards half forward. And this has been the difference with Woods taking the mark. He's gone long.
Just go for goal.
It's a beautiful goal.
To Woods. And then this is almost vintage Alistair Woods.
Is on and he's up against Haggerboles. Haggerboles gets it down. Sheedy kick off the ground. Tyquin to run on 80. Shuffles the handball out. Puts Tyquin under pressure though. Loses the football. Ververs gets a clearing kick for East Geelong. Over the head of Aroeth. To run onto it is Sponner. Wants to wheel around on the left. Does so now. Back towards centre half forward. Closter comes back. Punched away by Chamberlain. Got some support from the coach. Dylan from half back. Goes towards half forward with a kick. Over the head of Eddie. Punched away by Vetter. Comes out the back towards Ververs on centre wing. He's wrapped up and loses the football. The umpire says he put the arm up, and a free kick to Bannockburn. Now from Tyquin on centre wing. Goes long to centre half forward. Woods goes up again. Punched away by Lachlan. Off the hands of the pack. Ball spills to Watts. 45 out. Goes long towards goal. And is that a hold? The umpire says play on. Brad Coy gets back there in support for East Geelong. Clearing kick's okay. Finds Closter at defensive 50. A long way up the ground. He's taken the mark. He chips the ball over the top. On direct half-back flank, and as Robertson chips it over the top to Murphy, takes the mark on centre wing. Closter runs 40 metres for him towards the half-forward flank. He ignores that. He's got Dale, the big fellow, in the middle. He just goes long, pumps it towards half-forward. Bannockburn got 4 players there. Might spill free, though, and East Geelong might be in. Was that free? Umpire says play on, close to the boundary line. And still in play though. Now Ververs takes it over. It's going to be a boundary throw about 65 around from the East Geelong goal. They trail 5-2-32. Bannockburn 6-8-44. 12 and a half minutes played, third term.
So from the throw in, ball tap forward for Bannockburn, only into the arms of Closter. However, he's immediately in there between wing and half forward, outer side here at Victoria Park for East Geelong. Kicking to the northern end. Ball runs clear. Murphy looks for a defensive handball, which is very poor. Has missed the mark. All the momentum, as I mentioned, in this first 13 minutes East Geelong scoreless for the quarter as the ball comes to ground from the throw-in. Tyquin. Ball intercepted by Chamberlain for Bannockburn. Gets the ball towards half forward. But
He's give himself a run on the ball, but Dylan hasn't gone with him. Someone may have to pick him up in the centre of the ground.
So the loose man is for Bannockburn with less numbers on the ground.
No, they're back to 18 now. There was only 4 on the bench for Bannockburn.
It's 18.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 18.
Didn't notice that. So
You haven't got my binoculars, that's why.
oh, thank you. All your eyes.
And what favours Tyquin, in fact, in the ruck contest. Got the handball out quickly. He goes back and helps out as well and then gets another handball. Spills free though. Shooty over the top of it for Bannockburn. They're fighting hard. They want the football more. Coming out. Matt Watts. Handball to Eddie. A bit too slick for the big fella. And the Eagles across half back. Rob Chamberlain back towards the middle. Might sit though for Bannockburn if they can pick it up. Van Ingen got a bit of time. Back to whence it came. Tyquin plays on quickly. Gets a kick towards full forward again. Woods coming out, punched away at the back. Fighting hard for it. Mawson running across half-back flank. Wrapped up, not going anywhere. The umpire says play on. Now the ball spills free again. Walking into goal is Bowman, and he's kicked another one. So that's his.
It's just not happening just yet. The actual new structure is working very well for them.
So back in the middle, umpire puts the ball in the air. Hagger bowls and Dale neither get the tap. Second effort, Dale was good. He's got a free kick.
No, it's gone against him.
Oh, I reckon he got a smack in the face. However, that's not the way the umpire... Oh, in fact, it's
Broom.
Broom's got the free kick, so it wasn't in that other incident at all. So Broom now to full forward at ground level. Matty Watts picked up the crumbs. He goes goalwards and it's the post. Gee, that would have been a handy goal for them. Unfortunately, only a behind on the scoreboard. Takes them to 7 goals, 9-51 Bannockburn, 5-2-32 East. The Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes gone. Quick kick in, Lachlan goes to Vedder, long handball to the running player there in Gray. Gray, scrubby kick, gets it towards his teammate there. And
good. I can't believe this. The game doesn't reflect it, but it's 16 shots to 7 here.
It is.
From the ruck contest, O'Toole, Ricky couldn't take it with him. Broom can. Handball, well, he thought about the handball, then he thought about the kick, and neither were effective. Dylan O'Toole gets a kick to centre half forward. Headley, Chamberlain, Pack. The ball spills free. Bannockburn, though, just getting the numbers to the ball. They're getting the outnumber. Christian Shaw gets across there. Kick off the ground by Headley. Kick off the ground attempted there as well. That came through for East Geelong by Sponner. And the ball's at centre half forward, and the umpire will come in and ball it up.
I'll tell you what, most umpires with an errant kick in a danger area like that, most umpires would normally pay that.
A free kick.
Yeah.
So ball up, 50 out from East Geelong's goal. Punched away by Hagger Bowles.
He's missed it, the umpire.
Gets it down.
That's right.
And still at centre half forward for East Geelong. Pack develops.
Where are the other two umpires?
Well, I was just going to say that.
What are they doing? Just ball it up. There's three. Oh, and he plays holding the ball. He's got no idea.
He missed the head. Tackle, and he pays that.
So,
doesn't matter if he's on the wrong side. You got the bloke sitting in the toilet in that 2-storey house over there saw that.
Brad Coy gets it away to Closter. Now Murphy, handball back to a standing start. Sponner, left foot kick out wide towards the pocket. Ryan Coy to run onto it. He wheels around on the right foot. Oh, good.
He lagged him.
Good tackle by Rick, or a leg, whatever you want. Back to the middle. Eddie stands his ground. Over the shoulder, said the umpire. So Aaron Eddie in the middle of Victoria Park with the free kick. He's got Watts streaming on centre wing. He might go there now. He go, great little kick too over the head of Brad Coy. Watts takes the mark. He thought about going on, but was held up by Headley.
We got a cramp.
Who got one in the shin, I think. So Matt Watts loads up. Don't know why he'd be kicking it to 2-on-1, or is it still in play?
Back to Woods for Bannockburn, but they haven't got anyone at ground level till Shaw gets there. Handballs it clear. It's pretty scrappy at the moment. East really under pressure. Ball picked up there by, I think that was Ho. Had a pot shot for goal from 20 out, has kicked up behind. So they increase their lead, Bannockburn, 7-10-52. 5-10-32 East Geelong to Grandy Cycling Sport, third quarter scoreboard, 19.5 minutes gone. As Robertson kicks it to himself and away he goes. Out wide, he Well, I think that was O'Toole.
Closed in from a little bit, not quite 15 out either.
So ball thrown in, taken by Bannockburn. Where'd they go? Oh, he went backwards.
No, he's right, Eric.
Kept control as this time Taylor goes forward. And Bannockburn controlling the footy well. Broom too high, and Robertson comes through from behind for East Geelong, goes towards full forward.
He's marked it. After he pushed him in the back, he's marked it.
A free kick against him, not seen, not paid.
Definitely.
And Dylan takes a magnificent mark, diving backwards.
He's pushed him in the middle of the back with both hands.
So Dylan now towards the middle of the ground. Full numbers there with these. Ricky O'Toole, great attacking handball. Now East Geelong go forward. Where to? Murphy, can he reach it? He can't. And Ryan gets a handball out, taken by Taylor for Bannockburn. Shaw takes a mark on half-back flank. 21 minutes gone in this third quarter. 5-2 East trail of Bannockburn 7-10.
Said that a few times. Short of Broom. Over to Aaron. Broom takes the mark on centre wing. Just holds it up now, goes towards centre forward. Might not hit the target. Ricky O'Toole fills the hole in front of Perkins. He chips the ball over the top to Sponner. Takes the mark on centre wing. Can run away. Wheel back on the left through the middle. Oh, the kick will want to be good there. There's a couple there. Ryan Coy takes the mark under pressure from Broom. Still in the middle of the ground. So Ryan Coy. Not the way that Murphy would like the ball delivered in there, I would have thought. He goes lateral. Now they drive it. Chalice goes towards Murphy. Offhand Closter.
Oh, he's knocked his own teammate out.
Matt Watts has been knocked over by Sean Taylor. He drops the football. So East Geelong will take the free kick. 50 out from goal. Matt Watts is still down. And you'll be able to thank Sean Taylor for that one later. In fact, it's Ross Dillon.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be out next week. He'll be in the twos.
Good luck, Sean, in the twos next week.
Enjoy the Magoo,
so he's up, but Ryan Closter's got the footy and will shoot for 50 from 50 out. Directly in front. They need this one, the Eagles. He comes in. He hasn't got it from that kick. Through for one behind. To Ryan.
The back pocket. Freak. Where's he going to go? Need to kick it. It's touched off the boot. So contest here. Half forward flank for East Geelong. Cameron takes it, the fend off, handball to Ricky O'Toole. Ricky O'Toole chips it forward. Coy diving forward, can't take the mark. Now Bannockburn get the ball back towards the wing. Chamberlain can't take the mark for East Geelong. Does well. Woods 1 against 3, and he's won the contest there. Gets a handball out for Bannockburn. Comes to Tyquin, round the corner on the right foot towards half forward. Eddie can't take the mark. Numbers with East Geelong back there as Chalice picks it up. He chips it off the outside of the boot and finds Chamberlain in front of our broadcast position, centre wing. Goes looking for the Murphy lead. Can't take the mark at ground level. Sponner's beaten for pace by Van Ingen. Van Ingen's kick is intercepted by Closter. Handball to nowhere. Tried to find Headley. They've made a bit of a mess of it as Bannockburn through Van Ingen back towards centre wing. Ryan Coy, great mark against Broom. What a great one-on-one contest that was. Now chips the ball forward. Intercepting there was Taylor for Bannockburn. Gee, it's a game of keepings off at the moment. Both sides trying to get an advantage. Broom has the footy, middle of the ground for Bannockburn, goes towards Woods, half foot. Oh, great mark, not paid by the umpire. Goodness me.
No, there's the even it.
Down the field.
There wasn't much in that.
Tyquin, just to describe, Tyquin kicked the footy. As he kicked the footy was bumped. The umpires declared it to be after he's kicked the footy. Matt Watts took the mark anyway, 30 metres out, directly in front. Opportunity here for Bannockburn. Ross Dando applauding the umpire actually behind the play as Watts unfortunately that's off. He's kicked one goal.
Got it. Chips the ball over the top. Taylor takes the mark. Woods gives him a lead. Tyquin deep. He's got Sean Taylor deep. He's got Perkins down there as well. He just drives as long as he can, sets it up. Bolton should take the mark and does. The big fella gets back there in support.
50.
And he gives it away by hand to Robertson. 2 bounces. In fact, it's Chalice. Draws a player. Handballs it outboard. Oh, now they've mucked it up. Under pressure at half forward. Bannockburn. So another chance to drive it long. They do. Towards the pocket. Bolton again. Should take the mark. He didn't. Handball came to Chamberlain. Got it to Lachlan. Runs through defensive 50. Takes a bounce. Backs himself and gives it to Robertson. He's out now at centre half back. Drives it long towards Murphy and Dillon. Dillon read it better. Didn't take the mark though and needed to. Under pressure 2-on-2 now. Need to keep their feet. Kick off the ground. Foot race. Roworth gets back there first. Murphy to chase him. Getting back there. Dando as well. That's pretty good play from Roworth actually to see it through for a rush behind.
Kick comes for Bannockburn, taken by Shaw. They only gained 30 metres from the kick in. Now Shaw, he chips it further afield, taken by Reek. Reek now, he decides to go longer, long to centre wing. Why shouldn't he? Player out there on his own was Broman. He chips it in further. Oh, too high for Watts on that occasion, and at the back was Mawson, but Bannockburn, I'll tell you what, they're ferocious in this quarter. Watts comes back on the footy. They can't pick it up, however, but great contest between wing and half forward. Umpire letting it go until now, when he blows the whistle and will put the ball in the air once again. Good quarter for Bannockburn. Certainly we would think to the scoring end, but they're going to be in front of three-quarter time. That should be approaching. From the ball in, came to Chamberlain for East Geelong. Goes towards the 50-metre Ricky O'Toole. Resting up forward, decides to go long. I'm not too sure where to. He's had a shot at goal from a long, long way out. Actually found the scoring area. So one behind to Ricky O'Toole and East Geelong. 5-5-35. They trail Bannockburn 7-11-53 to Grandy Cyclone Sport. Third quarter scoreboard. We tick past 28 minutes.
Oh, Ross Dillon kicked in and allegedly ran over the goal square. So there's going to be a ball up for East Geelong on the 10-metre square, goal square.
Don't think Ross is overly impressed with that decision.
No. So ball up, Dillon wants to see it through, I think. Big punch away by the coach. And Dando see it over. 6:36. And that is three-quarter time. So they will be 5-6-36 East Geelong. Bannockburn 7-11-53. They kicked 4 goals, 5 in that third term, while there was 4 behinds for East Geelong. The goal kickers, Eric, at three-quarter time. East Geelong 5-6-36. Ball up in the centre and a fantastic tap from Bolton. Goes down to Mawson, down towards Murphy to start the Eagles want. He can't take the mark. Front and centre, Dale. Handball over the top was pretty good. Turn around, Spiner gave it away. And there's the first goal. Chalice. That was a good start from the Eagles. And he has the bowls up against Bolton.
Yep.
Up again. Hagerbol's got his hand to it this time. Bolton fighting hard for it. The two big men on the ground. Then they might have to do it all again. They will do so. Secondary bounce in the middle. Back to 11 points the difference.
Yeah, I would think so.
So ball up again. Bolton, Hagerbols gets it down. Robertson reads it the better though. Can't pick it up under pressure. Christian Shaw keeps his feet, so does Sheedy. Shuffles the ball out to Roworth. Handball. Sets Hinchcliffe a task. Great play by Shaw. Well, so Shepherd said the umpire. So free kick to East Geelong.
I couldn't see anything wrong with that. He was within 5 metres. So I couldn't see anything wrong with that.
Drive towards Murphy at half 40. Goes up. Punched away by Dillon. Front and centre by Ryan Coy. Had to get a quick kick away. Up again. Murphy goes up. Can't take the mark. Through the middle, Taylor gives it away to Dillon. Handball over the top, sets Tyke with a task. Ryan Coy's there. Sheedy does pretty well to shuffle the ball out. Close to the boundary line. They go towards half centre wing. Shaw up against a couple, and pretty good result for Bannockburn on centre wing. It'll be a boundary throw-in.
Suggested from the secretary can be replaced after 20 minutes for the red card, but I would have thought that it would only be allowed 3 on the bench to start with.
Right. Anyway. He's back on the ground too. So Tyquin gets the ball away, goes towards Woods, over his head, and also Lachlan, tapped on. Oh, Lachlan does very nicely, reads the play, runs across half-back, left foot, kick out wide. Chalice on a chase now, try and pick up the football across centre wing, and he does so. Can he keep it in? He's held on to. The umpire says play on. Coming through the middle, Peters just kicks it off the ground. Not very effectively though. Lachlan gives it back inboard to Vetter. Point of the square at half back. Goes towards Closter. Good kick. Doesn't take the mark though. Should have. Broom bears down on him. He does pretty well with the don't argue. He's got a 3 around him. He needs some support. Chalice to run onto it if it sits for him. 55 out from goal. Wants to just hold it up. Left foot kick around the corner towards Murphy. Does well. Keeps his feet. Dylan falls over. Might still get it. Lucas Murphy. Handball over the top. And they go through towards Sponner and he kicks the goal. In fact, is it Sponner? Yes, it is. And he's kicked the goal. So Sponner kicked.
3 on the bench.
Well, they've only got 21 that can continue playing.
That's right. Hinchcliffe cannot go back on.
No, exactly.
Bad luck. He's back on the ground.
Who is?
Hinchcliffe.
Well, my understanding is that once you're red card off, you can't.
Oh, he can't come back on. He can be replaced by somebody else.
So the
Great mark.
in the meantime has gone forward for Bannockburn, and Fertilla has taken a great mark just on the 50 metre, in fact just inside the 50 metre arc. So there's, we're probably going to need a fair bit of clarification, I think, of just exactly what the rules are. But in the meantime here, Fertilla will have a shot on goal. Man on the mark is 40 from goal. Fertilla on the left foot. Nice looking left foot kick. It has just
got it, I think. He's got it.
If I'd have been a bit taller on the line, I reckon a decent...
You know it.
So back to the middle. East Geelong try and get it out over the shoulder. Going to get a free kick.
An interesting comment from the supporters. The red card has been reversed.
And it's only a yellow now.
Murphy, great pick up at centre half forward. Left foot kick around the corner. Has it got enough on it? Oh, it just sits in the goal square and then veers left and through for 1 behind to East Geelong. So they get a 7-7-49. Bannockburn 8-11-59. Smith's Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 6 minutes played.
So the kick in quickly has come in for Bannockburn to Rowas. He goes long towards centre wing. Mark not taken. Ground level. Ball under... Tunnel ball through, picked up by Robertson for East Geelong. Robertson there, kicked back into forward, 54 East. Over the head there of Dylan for Bannockburn. Now we've got a foot race. Great contest, deep in the forward pocket for East Geelong as players dive in, relentlessly trying to pick this footy up. Can't do so, doesn't come out. Umpire says, I'll have it. So 6 minutes into the final quarter, East 7-7, Bannockburn 8-11. And the ball is in the forward area for East Geelong. Comes to ground. Can't control it, players. Diving on it there was Dylan. Picked up there by Rowett. He can't control it. Gee whiz, I tell you what, Grubby, you wouldn't want to be in that, would you?
That's as tough as...
It's really there, really throwing themselves at it very, very hard. East Geelong players looking for a holding the ball decision. Perhaps another umpire might have played it, but that particular umpire isn't. So we've got the ball now, 30 metres out, directly in front for as Dale for East Geelong gets the tap down, only as far as Tyquin. Long kick middle of the ground for Bannockburn. Player held with the footy, finally gets it out to Eddie. Eddie over the Shaw. Shaw can't get a kick. Now good work there for Bannockburn. The kick forward, the over the top Watts. Now
he's putted down the ground free kick, but he grabbed him as he kicked it, didn't he?
So I have got no idea what the free kick was.
Well, I reckon he's tackled him. He's tackled him, but he was kicking the ball at the time. I think he's paid down the ground by the looks of it. They've taken it right to the goal square.
So it looks like Fertilla's got the free kick, and he's only 20 metres from goal.
It's a down the ground free kick.
So Fertilla now. The opportunity to...
I don't think the tackle was late, though.
It didn't appear to be.
It was high, but it wasn't late.
So Fertilla now kicks his second for the quarter and the ninth for the Bannockburn.
We've been told that the yellow card has been reversed at quarter time.
The red card.
The red card to a yellow card, which is quite within the rules.
So from the middle, Sheedy handballs it to Tyquin, gives it away quickly to Ho, goes up to Eddie, he taps it away, still at half forward, Broom now, 55 out long, towards full forward, Headley, Rose does well at the back with the left hand, comes back towards Eddie, great pick up by the big fella, gives it away by hand, scrappy though East Geelong. In defence, working hard. Lachlan has had a pretty good game. Hung on to it for a long time. Needs some support. Eddie worries him out of it. Kick was partly smothered. Comes back towards Sheedy. He's under pressure. Handball. Back. Off a step. Quick kick. Comes in from Broman. And it's out of bounds on the full. So Ricky O'Toole will take the resultant free kick in the last line of defence for the Eagles.
I like Eddie's game a bit. His stats won't be very flattering, but I tell you what, he's done a lot of hard work.
He's been a focal point for
yeah,
him.
my word he has, and kept the ball in there when he could too.
So Ricky O'Toole in the last line of defence for East Geelong. Called to play on now. Goes down the line, outside 50. Robertson has to stand and wait for it. Over the back was Christian Shaw, close to the boundary line. And the umpire will throw the ball back in, 60 out from the Bannockburn goal.
Benefit experience there, Jace. Christian Shaw didn't even attempt to mark it, the big fist into it, and that's the way to play defensively.
Boundary throw in from the ruck contest. Shaw gets across there. So does Mawson. That's out off hands and another boundary throw in. Still 50 around from the Bannockburn goal. Nolan having a run in the ruck against Haggerboles now. Neither get an effective tap. Haggerboles just lets it go for Tyquin. Getting around his rake on the right foot towards Woods. Holds his ground, tries to keep it in. Does so, then he's wrapped up, not going anywhere. Mawson wraps him up. Ball spills free. Sheedy close to the boundary line again. Handball back 20 metres. Off a step, Chris Reek around the corner. No mark. Bannockburn fighting hard for it. Was that high? The umpire says it was. It was late.
It was high, all right. There's nothing wrong with that one.
And it will be a free kick to Bannockburn.
So if he hadn't given it back pretty quickly, it was 50 as well.
So Bannockburn with the free kick, 30 out from goal. I think it's Broman again who's got it.
Certainly put himself in well, hasn't he?
Comes in now. Kick. Hasn't made the distance. In front. No mark taken off hands. Eddie has kicked the goal. So
probably that's the most goals kicked at that end of the ground. Grubby by Bannockburn as we go up in the middle again. Oh, big tap forward. Haggerboles goes to Eddie. Oh, handball just a shade too late, but intercepted Ricky O'Toole. He hooks it around the body towards centre wing. That's good mark there.
Nolan.
East by Nolan. Nolan now chips the pass towards half forward. Mark almost taken in defence for Bannockburn. Now there are certainly blocking it up the Bannockburn side, that picked up by looked like Haggerboles in there as he tried to get it away. Now the ball is in the air. There's about 12 players got it. Umpire says I'll have it. So he gets it back, half forward flank for East Geelong, kicking to the southern end with the aid of whatever bruise there is. As good tap down for East Geelong, has picked up for Bannockburn. However, gee whiz, there's a lot of balls picked up by Robertson for East. Goes towards full forward. In front, Ross Dillon again. At ground level, coming through was Chalice. He's tackled. And I think it was Dillon. Might have rushed it through. Happy to concede over behind to the East Geelong side there. 7 goals, 8-50 East. 10-11, 71. Bannockburn, Smith's Holden, final quarter scoreboard. 13.5 minutes gone. The ball quickly into centre wing in the arms of Tyquin. Tyquin for Bannockburn now. Slowing it down. Decides to chip it to the lead, and that's Woods. Why wouldn't you? He's had a good day, Alistair Woods.
He has.
He's on centre wing, outer side. Bannockburn still have the footy. Woods now, long to half forward. It is a long kick. That at the back, Vetter can't take the mark for East. At the ground level, Bannockburn do well through the agency of Broman. And he's certainly qualified today, Grubby, no doubt about that.
Oh, my word, he has. He's played a terrific game. And as Jason said, for a young kid, that's a terrific game.
So the ball now about to come in. Half forward flank for Bannockburn. As Grubby suggested, one more goal out of this foray could make East Geelong's task pretty difficult, but they're equal to the task at the moment. They've worked it through handballs to Ververs on centre wing. He breaks a tackle, runs forward. He's had one bounce. Now the long kick inside forward 50, looking for Murphy, but I reckon Dillon's come back right into the game.
Done it all day, hasn't he, Dillon?
He's done really well. Now Reek, he does well in defence. He goes for the boundary. The umpires,
he has paid it.
The umpire.
He handballed it straight at the boundary line that time. It wasn't like the other one. I reckon it's exactly what he was doing. But do you reckon he wasn't?
He was swung around as he handballed.
And went bang straight for the boundary line. every
So the ball
time.
now, it's at full forward into the arms of Robertson for East Geelong, around the body. That's not a real bad snap. And Robertson for East Geelong has kicked his first goal for the day.
So back to the middle. Haggaballs and Nolan to do the ruck work.
Mind you, you'll have to kick 4 goals in about 8 minutes. But
Haggaballs with a big thump coming off the back flank. Mawson comes out towards Ververs on centre wing. Sits for him nicely, can wheel around on the left boot, back towards half forward. Costa goes up, takes the mark, timely too.
the first time you've called him for a while, Jace.
Yep, at half forward, takes the mark, gives it away by hand to Robertson. Off a step, goes long towards Murphy. Got a bit of a run at this time, stands up, can't take the mark. Wrapped up Dylan, gets the handball out the back. And they break free. Taylor goes towards half-back. Might be okay. They can raffle it there. Broman takes the mark. Handballs it out board towards Aaron Broom. He runs on a little left foot kick around the corner towards Watts. Got 3 around him. Broom comes back to follow it up and wrapped up. Not going anywhere. The umpire, boundary umpire, says, I'll throw it in.
I think he was happy to be thrown over.
He was, I think. He was.
He had nothing to go to.
So a boundary throw in, centre wing. Haggaballs with a big thump down, rode by Dylan O'Toole, gives it away, Gray, handball, back towards Broman, standing start for Bannockburn at half back. He's wrapped up, handball spills free, past Haggaballs, Ricky O'Toole, bit of time, sizes it up, gets around on the right foot and goes long towards Murphy. Dylan right next to him again. Murphy, great mark, one-handed if you don't mind, with the left, and we'll shoot for goal 30 at 45-degree angle.
No, he's giving it away.
What's he giving it away for?
No
Don't
idea.
know. Well, fair enough.
No
Well, so the
idea.
free kicks to Bannockburn.
Absolutely no idea.
So Ross Dillon in the back pocket.
Can you reverse it or just pay a free kick to Bannockburn?
You can reverse a red card, mate. You can do anything you like.
Jeez.
So still in the back pocket. Bannockburn called to play on. Have to get around Chalice. He's pretty quick and he's dropped the footy. That's holding the ball. So play on Chalice. Just kick the goal anyway. Now he probably gives it back to Murphy. Off a step in the pocket. Left foot kick round the corner. Pretty close. Goal umpire comes back and says that's all clear. So 45 seconds of...
Well, Bannockburn can't save it now. They've got to score again. As in the middle, comes down from Bolton, who's come back onto the ground in this final quarter. Handball over the top there for Bannockburn to Hinchcliffe. And the ball now, Vedder gets it toward the boundary, outpaces Eddie on that occasion. Nice handball, gets it through to Robertson. Robertson now to half forward. Dylan O'Toole waited for it, doesn't come to him. Players diving after footy now as it is loose on the ground. Picked up the...
Oh, he's kicked his own man. He got a free. He got a free for kicking his own man. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
So jealous it was, gets it to Murphy at full forward. Murphy wheels around, the left foot shot, it is...
Oh, he needed that one.
Murphy 2 goals, 2 off his boot, and a behind to East Geelong. 9 goals, 9, 63 East Geelong, 10-11, 71 Bannockburn. Smith's Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard, 19 and a half minutes gone. I'm getting flustered.
I've just stepped down from being the president of the Umpires Association, Jason. I've never seen anything. Bannockburn kicked the Bannockburn bloke and the East Geelong bloke got the free.
Taylor kicks it in, outside 50, big pack in front. Woods couldn't take the mark, off hands, Dylan O'Toole, little toe poke. And ball still at 50, handball over the top, tapped on. Bannockburn's defence working overtime. Kick off the ground, Tyquin through the middle.
Another kicking in danger.
Another kicking in danger. It's the rule of the last 3 minutes, and East Geelong will take the free kick.
Only for one umpire.
Yeah, he's going to be doing the Corondac Rokewood 2s next week, I think.
Oh, goodness me.
Back to the... it's going to be Robertson with the free kick. 55 out from goal. So it's given Bannockburn a chance to filter back and...
They have, almost every player.
Block the space. There's about 8 blokes behind Keel Robertson, the rest are in front, so she chips over the top, he finds a bit of space, and it's Mawson, 55 out. Kick, didn't look very good off the boot. Dylan read it the better, took the mark in the last line of defence. Goes towards Hinchcliffe, tapped away by Gray. Goes down the line towards half-back, pretty close to the boundary line. Everybody goes up, Woods does, and takes it nicely in the middle of the pack. Wants to draw it on quickly, goes down the line towards Broman. He takes the mark and he plays on from centre wing, goes long, over the back. They might have got him. Perkins takes the mark, 40 out from goal. So the quick movement has got the ball forward, and Lee Perkins, who, this would be his first kick-off called for the day.
And never been a noted goal kicker, has he, Lee? Or was his brother? I used to confuse them.
Yeah,
one was a good goal kicker and the other was a bit chancy.
Yeah, we'll find out in a minute.
Well, what he's 40 out, taking up a lot of time, which is a good idea as well.
40 out. No, it might have been him. No, he's just missed it. Veered across to the side and through for one behind.
Keeps them alive.
Zuki final quarter scoreboard. 22 minutes played.
Won't be a long quarter either, boys.
So Lachlan chips it in short. There's a
what happened there?
Down in the middle of the ground. But
Fatula,
in the meantime, Taekwon has taken the mark and chips it forward, and there's Fatula has taken the mark inside forward 50. So Teal Robertson it was that was on the ground. So
Fatula was standing right next to him
he
too.
He was standing right next to him, but I'm not going to suggest he did anything because I didn't see it.
So,
neither did I.
But I reckon he might have.
So Fatula now, he's...
I'm not going to suggest anything, but I reckon he might have.
I reckon he might have.
Well,
I can't
got
think
two in this quarter. Goes long from the... oh, that's a great kick. He's kicked 3 for the quarter now. Fatula, is he going
to possibly win the game?
You are Clouseau, you are. You are Clouseau.
Had he have not done that, Robertson would have been on him, wouldn't he?
Back to the middle.
Instead he's on his back.
Bolton gets it down. Bannockburn, thrown out by Ho. Back towards Perkins. Umpire holding the ball.
First one he's given
First
all
one. So East Geelong with the free kick. Mawson in the middle for the Eagles. Wants to drive it long. Goes towards Murphy. Up against Dillon. He's holding him to the crowd, but the umpire said no. Bannockburn's defence working overtime. Comes to the back. Broom. Trying to tap it back. Off a step. Reek. Only East Geelong though there at half forward, and Bolton takes the mark. Chips the ball across towards Ricky O'Toole. Still outside 50. Takes the mark. Pretty congested between him and the goal.
You nearly have to have a go, wouldn't you?
Well, you haven't got much time to think about it. You've just got to get rid of it.
He chips it towards the hot spot, but Chamberlain takes the mark for Bannockburn and just settles the play down. Just takes his time.
Got no one out there, has he?
Not much. He called to play on now, and he goes long, as long as he can, out towards Taylor and Broman off the back of the pack. Mawson out there for East Geelong as well. Close to the boundary line. He kept it in, Mawson, and broke it free to Ververs. 50 out. Measures it towards Closter. He takes the mark. 45 out from goal on the boundary line. Drives it towards full forward, but the chop off has happened. Taylor has taken the mark for Bannockburn in the last line defence. Wants to go down the line, and he goes out towards half back. Big pack. Bowman in front for East Geelong. Handball came back. Ryan Coy got it away quickly. Might get it back under pressure, and the quick kick out of the pack has gone only as far as the back pocket, and Woods just settles the play down for Bannockburn. Goes along to Watts up against Chamberlain. He's got 2 to beat because Lachlan's there as well. He breaks free and he goes back towards the forward line, but it's kick to kick at the moment, and Bannockburn are breaking free from half back. Oh! He ran about 4 metres, didn't he? So that was Fatula. And
unbelievable.
The free kick's going to be to Ricky O'Toole at right half forward for East Geelong. He's got Cameron, who's 40 out. He drives it now with the left foot, and he's kicked the goal. So Cameron has kicked his first.
About to go up. Dying stages of what's been a fascinating game for a lot of reasons. Oh, the ball almost cleared from the middle by Ververs. Unfortunately, went without the footy. Now we've got Stacks on the middle. The umpires...
Oh, it's on the ball!
Now there's 25 players on top of that ball. How can he work one from the other? The free kick at the end of the day has gone to Bannockburn, and that is unbelievable. The long kick now. It's from Fertilla, goes towards half forward. All marked straight through the hands of Ricky O'Toole there. Recovers, tries to get the footy back, can't. The kicks come inboard for Bannockburn. Up high was Broman, can't take the mark. East Geelong now desperately trying to get the ball out of defence. Whistle on play. I wouldn't even hesitate to think what the decision is. It is a ball up. So half forward flank for Bannockburn, kicking to the northern end in this last quarter. Bolton tries to get it toward the boundary and does from the tap down, and it's out of bounds for another throw-in. 27.5 minutes gone. Time's going to beat them, I think, Grubby.
I think it might be over. I just don't think there's enough time to get back from here.
So boundary umpire now has the ball back inside the field of play, preparing to put it back into the air.
Unless they can jag a couple of free kicks and kicking in dangers and running too fast.
They're going to get two pretty quickly. The ball thrown in. Neither team get an advantage from that throw-in. And the umpire says, I'll have it. So we'll have a ball up. Still half forward flank for Bannockburn. A lot of players around the ball, right at this moment as it goes up in the air. Bolton missed the ball, comes to Tyquin. He can't break clear from the tackle. Now the ball is, where is the ball? In the middle of a big pack of players. East Geelong finally break clear on the left foot.
Oh, that's down the ground, he's missed it.
And coming in strongly and taking the mark for Bannockburn is Roweth. Roweth now, the long kick. That's what you've got to do late in the game. Up high. Oh, someone's claimed the mark there for Bannockburn. He's thrown heavily to the ground. Now, Woods, was he tackled without the footy? He picks it up. He tries to kick it forward. It's almost in the goal square. Shaw has it. Round on the right foot. A little chip. Only a behind from Christian Shaw. But it is a score for Bannockburn. Bolton Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard, 29 minutes gone.
O'Toole plays on from fullback, gains 10, goes straight down the middle. Bolton and Dale off hands, Chamberlain at the side of the pack. Taylor. Ball towards Chalice, good pick up. Handball, Vetter has to run away. Handball outboard to Ververs. Uses his speed on centre wing, goes towards half forward. Okay for Ryan Coy. Takes the mark.
Could be 50.
50.
It could be 50.
Oh, you wouldn't know.
No. So you hedge your bets there. So Coy's got
didn't need to knock him over.
45 out. Probably too far to score. He'll drive it quickly. Plays on now. Gives it everything he's got. Goes towards goal as the siren sounds. And it's through for one behind. So Ryan Coy. Term they kicked 4 goals 2, while East Geelong kicked 5 goals 4. It was 9 points of difference at the final siren. Goal kickers, Eric?
Yes, for Bannockburn, all in the last quarter. 3 to Brad Fatilla, 2 goals to Alistair Woods and Jack Broman, and single goal kickers Christian Shaw, Matt Tyquin, Matt Watts and Aaron Eddy. For East Geelong, 2 each to Ryan Coy, Andrew Chalice and Lucas Murphy. Single goals, Ryan Closter, Keel Robertson, Braden Sponner, and 1